I mean, I really wish that Tamara would just be home so she can kill these guys. I mean, I can't believe we've gotten five Strangers movies. The original, obviously, is the best by a long shot, and it's not even close. However, they've made several others, but they never got better. I honestly think that maybe each one gets worse. I mean, I guess it's debatable. I don't know where I stand with Pray at Night and The Strangers Chapter 1. I don't know which one is better than the other, but man, this movie was rough. This was so rough, guys. Before we dive into this one, let me show you guys my collection for this franchise. So for the original, the good one, the best one, I have this really neat steelbook. So this one's really cool because it's got two of the masks on each side, and this red is, I'm assuming it's the woods, it's the forest. So it's a pretty neat steelbook, and I like it a lot. This one's pretty cool. I had a standard Blu-ray copy, but I have the steelbook now. And then, of course, we have The Strangers Pray at Night. I have the unrated Blu-ray. It's pretty cool to find this one with a slipcover, so there's that. This movie was fine. I didn't hate it really all that much. I just thought the first one was a lot better. This one, in hindsight, probably is the next one. If I had to rank them all, the first is the best, and then it's this one. And then if I had to continue to rank them, this one's probably next, The Strangers Chapter 1. Now, for such an average movie, this is a really cool steelbook. It's Lionsgate, of course. Lionsgate always makes cool ones. It opens up, and you got, as if you're looking through the door. But there's two ways you can do this. So first of all, this is the movie, but you can't get it out here. You got to open up the top, and when you get the steelbook out, here is the front, and here is the back. So I guess technically what you could do is once you open up the door, you turn this around, you would open it up and see nobody there. So, for such an average movie, I really do like this release a lot. This steelbook's really cool. I remember when it released, it seemed like it was flying off the shelves. I mean, anyone who was slightly interested in this movie or in Lionsgate steelbooks or in this franchise at all, people are buying this one. So this is a cool set, even though I would rank this after Pray at Night. And then if you had to continue to rank them, you also have the next one, The Strangers Chapter 2, which I would say is the next worst one. This one was just, I don't know, guys. I mean, this one was rough. The first one was just a copy of, well, when I say first one, Chapter 1, I feel like it was a copy of the first one, but boring, bland, no new substance, and unoriginal. It just felt like a cheap copy. Sorry. And this one didn't really go anywhere else. This one spent a lot of time. I guess we're going to talk about the third. We got to explain. We have Chapter 1. It's the same thing as the first one. You have Maya. She has her boyfriend. The strangers, they invade their home, kill the boyfriend. She survives. That's where it left off. In this one, I think the only interesting part about this movie is it picks up where she's in the hospital, which is where the Chapter 1 left off. And in the hospital, it felt like maybe 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. It's probably just 20 minutes, where there was like a long chase scene where she's hiding throughout the hospital, and the ways she's psyching them out, the way they're psyching her out with what's behind the next curtain, or the gurneys, or the pool of blood left around by the employees of the hospital. The hospital sequence I thought was pretty neat. Like I said, this movie is, let's see if I can find this quickly, it's 98 minutes. So in an hour and 40 minutes, I think that's correct math, 20 minutes of it was really interesting. The rest was just, it felt like it wasn't really going anywhere. It felt like it was dragged out. And we get the identity of one of the strangers revealed in pretty much the beginning of this movie. So it kind of took that surprise away. Something that Scream does so well is waiting till the end. And that movie sort of gave us backstory, bits and pieces of just one of their backstories. But the thing is, with these backstories, it didn't really use this chance to humanize the strangers. It just showed, yeah, they were messed up kids. We get a friend of this one, we get the identity of, but we don't know if that friend grew up to be this guy or not. It's assumed, but not confirmed throughout the entirety of this movie. And so we got one identity of one of the strangers in the beginning, and then spends a whole movie of almost like it's just they didn't humanize it. I mean, the characters. I mean, it just showed they were messed up kids. Now they're messed up adults, and that's really it. So because they never tried to humanize or victimize or anything, it just felt like filler. It really just felt like filler. And chasing Maya around the woods, it felt like it didn't actually really go anywhere for a majority of the movie till the final act. Now I know some horror movies, that's just part of it, is the chase scene in generally one general area. But when nothing's happening, like in this one, it just becomes so boring. I mean, I was bored out of my mind during chapter 2. And so, unfortunately, they just did the same thing in this one, but there was more complaints about this one than the others because they tried to, I don't know if they tried to overdo it or just tried to make it funky. I don't get it. So the first noticeable complaint that I had with this one is they had odd music choices during odd scenes. The timing just felt weird and off. It changed the tone and the vibe, and I didn't really know what it was going for. I mean, the music, it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel like they played music at the right moment or the right music. So that threw me off. This movie sort of hints at this guy's identity in the beginning as well, but then, like the second one, doesn't confirm it. So they take a while dragging out this policeman that was in the first and second movie, but more in the second and even more in the third, where you give his backstory. And they do the same thing. They don't victimize or humanize. He's just bad. They're just showing what happened. It's basically just an explanation scene. It's not a backstory, or it's not giving you some reason or some form of empathy for this character. It's just showing that this guy's been evil all along. And it's the same thing with the other flashbacks. I mean, the stranger that died at the end of chapter 2, that we got her identity in the beginning, it showed her backstories in the second one as a child. So in this one, we're getting her and the same friend, the one that we already know is dead, as teenagers. So we're getting more backstories of them, basically doing the whole Tamara door bit. So they're still killing people as teenagers. The backstory served no purpose. I couldn't see the purpose for showing this. I mean, showing it once, sure, but they did it over and over, and it just felt like it was just unnecessary. It felt like they were trying to drag out the runtime for this not really long movie in the first place. And so with Maya in this one, for a final girl, for a horror franchise now, she did a lot of nothing. I mean, to the beginning, they kidnapped her, stayed kidnapped till like the last 10 minutes of the movie. And usually when they have someone that's kidnapped in a movie, there's torture or there's explanation or something. But this just doesn't really go anywhere. And the only scene where it tried to go anywhere is the two strangers left tried to get her to put the mask on and see if they can get her to kill. And she, I guess, does, because they force her hand, like literally holding her hand with the knife in her hand to kill. And so it still isn't really going anywhere. It could have had a wild ending if she decided to become one of the strangers as well, but she didn't. That didn't go anywhere. So the whole thing, aside from just feeling like filler, the music being off, the most annoying thing that was throughout the entire movie is it felt like 2/3 of the movie was two characters staring at each other, and they're just panning back and forth to their blank faces. There's no crying, there's no show of emotion, there's no dialogue at all. This is just silent characters staring at each other. And I'm not even exaggerating. This is 2/3 of the movie of two characters staring at each other, nothing happening, no one saying anything. The way the scenes end is you think there's a tense moment or there might be some altercation. No. Most of these scenes end with someone getting up and walking away. That's not an exaggeration either. That's literally 2/3 of this movie. So, yeah, there it was not great at all. You do get this kind of showdown in the last 10 minutes. We finally get this guy's uh, this guy's identity, which was in hindsight obvious, but they tried to make you think that maybe it wasn't obvious, but it was. And so we think that Maya might actually fall for him. She's basically kind of gonna, it seems like she's gonna try to seduce him, but she just want to get close enough to stab him. After just one stab, she picks up his weapon, one hack with the weapon, and then it's over. I mean, this wasn't climactic. This wasn't a showdown. This wasn't a 1v1. This is just a, oh, you're him? Okay, you're dead. It was so anticlimactic. So, yeah, I really tried to give the benefit of the doubt for this movie. I mean, I like some of the cast. I thought some of the styles and the previous two movies had something going for it. There were storylines that I really thought could go somewhere. Um, I guess I am forgetting about the storyline of my sister shows up in town to look for her, but even that ends up with her just dying, with Maya showing no emotion because she's too stunned from everything's happened. So even her sister and her husband come to town and still end up getting killed. So they serve no purpose, but they serve screen time, which stretch the runtime. So yeah, Stranger Chapter 3, I would say, is the worst one of the franchise. I mean, there just wasn't anything going for it. Like I said, the odd timing and choice of music, the constant blank, silent, motionless stares with storylines going nowhere, some even going backwards, and with no interesting, exciting, climactic, or violent finale. So, after that anticlimactic showdown, it's just over. The movie ends like 30 seconds later, and that's it. So, I'm a completionist for a franchise. We're 4 movies in. When they release this one on physical media, am I going to buy it? I'm not going to want to, but I probably am. So, yeah, let me know what you think, because I'm sure there's got to be someone out there that liked it more than me. I mean, if you liked it at all, you liked it more than me. So, I really want to hear someone else's opinion, because mine is not great about this one. So, yeah, okay. Thanks for watching.